Hey, Jameson here, and in this video we're going to be building Instagram using 3 different methods. First one is going to be paper and pencil. We're going to essentially prototype the Instagram app using just paper and pencil. The second way is going to be using software. So using some software prototyping tool, we're going to actually create some sort of interactable prototype on the computer. And then method number 3 is actually to code out Instagram using actual code. I'm a software engineer, and we're going to code it up and make it work as a prototype. So we've got these 3 methods of prototyping. Let's dive in, let's compare the benefits of each one and see how fast each of them can perform. Let's get started with paper prototyping. Okay, and there we go. There is the finished prototype. I know I'm not the best artist, but that conveys the concept, and that's good enough for prototyping with paper. Now for method number 2 of building Instagram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use KEYNOTE because that's the prototyping or just in general design tool I'm used to using, but for this step we could have used any number of things. There are many different prototyping softwares, but I prefer KEYNOTE, so we're going to use that. So here we go. Let's get started. Part number 2 starts now. Alright, so that was version number 2 where we built Instagram in KEYNOTE, and as you can see it took quite a bit longer, but it also looks a lot better. And now finally let's try the third one, actual code. So this stuff will be fully interactable and actual code you could use to publish a real app. Alright, the code prototype is now done, and now I'm going to show you on my actual phone. Okay, so here it is. Of course, the buttons don't actually do anything, but this app is legitimate. I could use this to publish a copy of Instagram if I felt like infringing on their copyright, but I don't, and this is just for demonstration of the speed of, paper prototyping versus actual like software prototyping with Keynote versus real code to make an actual app. And I still kind of call this a prototype because I didn't actually hook up any functionality. Like, the buttons don't really do anything. The only buttons that work are these tabs down here at the bottom. Essentially, the results of this video is that paper prototyping is by far the fastest. It doesn't look the greatest, but you can get a concept across and you can build that thing out with speed. Now with software prototyping with something like Keynote, it's still kind of fast, but you can get bogged down in the details of how that software works if you're not already familiar with it. There's also a lot of fine-tuning and things that you can get wrapped up in which don't really matter. On the flip side though, there is usually like an icon library. You can pull in images and things and quickly convey concepts that way by using existing virtual assets, which you saw quite a bit of today. For instance, with all the icons, I just searched for an icon on Keynote, and for the image, I just pulled in a thumbnail from one of my videos. And lastly, with the code prototype, you can absolutely build anything you want. Of course, that's how apps are created in the first place. But the code that you write can be used to build the full app. And so that's typically what I do, is I first do a paper prototype, and then I just code the thing out because I'm already so quick at coding. Not as quick as the software prototype, but at least I get to reuse it. So that's kind of the trade-off that I prefer to make. If you like videos from me, Jameson Saunders, remember to subscribe below for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.